Yeah, I can. Here it is. Guys, welcome to my channel. This is a very weird thing to say, but this video is my last video. My name is Johnny BG. You know, this is my channel, and I didn't really forgot to do the light. I haven't done a video in a month, and because I do my editing on my weekends, and so I've been just primarily, you know, doing my normal job. That's been crazy, my goodness. And if it's right, it's right. If it's not, it's not. Pokemon was a hobby. I still want to treat this as a hobby. Every once in a while, you know, come back. I did this in immense of this doing something, you know, this becoming great in a short period of time. But I have learned a lot through this process of having a lot of loved ones cheering me on, having me, you know, having support with, you know, putting support on me or supporting the things that I do, even though, you know, it might seem ridiculous, like Pokemon, investing in there, not really investing, which I did this as an investment, but I remember doing this, doing Pokemon on the Nintendo Color, Nintendo Light. That was the Emerald, Fire, and Leaf, something like that. And then fast forward, you know, I watched Pokemon on the TV, you know, their series, and then my friend, he got a Nintendo DS, and you know, he got sort of black and white, a bunch of games on Nintendo DS, and they did that, you know, Nintendo DS XL and that series. And so, you know, I've been around this for a lot, but I haven't done a lot of stuff with Pokemon, and so it's just weird to say and look at on where I started this in October of last year. We almost made a year, but you know, all good things must come to an end. You know, to my frequent writers, commenters, I don't know how you want to say it, but Cody, my man Cody, you know, I can't pronounce his last name, but Cody S. Man, he's been here, I want to say from the beginning. I saw him commenting with my brother, you know, on, you know, thanks for the videos, thank you. And, you know, for a second there, he stopped commenting, and I'm like, how did I lose this guy? You know, he's been commenting every video, you know, twice a week, stuff like that. And like 2 weeks, he just stopped commenting. And so, you know, a week ago, he, you know, said, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I was on spring break. And I was like, man, you know, must have been fantastic. And, you know, him and I, you know, did a small talk type of deal. But, you know, it is sad doing this. Sorry, you know, it's windy in Texas. Man, it's just a bummer. I'm at 5 minutes and I haven't done a dang darn thing. And so I don't know, dude, it's kind of emotional, and it doesn't need to be emotional. You know, I told Cody I was gonna do this as well. You know, hopefully you haven't forgot of that, or hopefully I'm not a bad person. I still remember, but I don't know where I'm gonna go with this. I still am, you know, going to go in Pokemon, but I am going to do it once in a blue moon, or when there's a harvest moon. I think a harvest moon is like once a year, and so I know that's gonna be horrible for the recurring viewers that, you know, I'm making a a relationship of, you know, talking to them, making a good experience with you guys, for you guys, with you guys, because of you guys, and, you know, make an audience. So my name, Johnny B. You know, welcome to my channel. Let's bust this thing open. Like I said, I haven't done a video. Actually, I was looking at my Adobe. I do Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm about to be stopping doing oh damn, I did not realize this is a full box. I might just do a full box right here. And I might do this fast. I've never done anything fast. I'm gonna do this fast. And I'm gonna cut some stuff out, you know, some bad stuff, and you know, just keep this entertaining to you guys, for you guys. But let's talk about battle styles. I've opened up a couple packs, build and battle packs. I want to say a couple weeks ago, like a month ago, and I'm just gonna open it like this. Screw it. And so I don't know, I wasn't really impressed, but I did not do my research. Like I said in my other videos, that if I would have done my research, I would have been more hyped about it. I know Pokemon, you know, they didn't really have it on like, hey, you know, this new thing's coming out. Here's some research. Looked at the card. I'm so sorry. Look at this research, and hopefully you're hyped about it. Versus, you know, Vivid Voltage, that was before everything happened, and you know, it kind of flopped. You got the VMAX. That's what's up. I'm just gonna, you know, go by this pretty fast. You know, I don't mean it into a effect that, you know, I'm very happy on where we are at with the channel. You know, of course I want to have, you know, 1,000 subs or whatnot, but I'm glad that it took some time of everything, because, you know, us as a millennial, whatever you want to categorize yourself as, I know we get things so fast, like Amazon 2 days, 1 day, and, you know, if we ask something, it's given to us really quick, which, you know, us people, I'm 24, I don't know if you want to call me boomer or not, but, you know, I look at Pokemon as a life lesson, as not all things are going to come at you fast, or you're not always going to get positive stuff out of everything you do. It's just an investment of your time. Hopefully it works out. You know, like in the millionaires and billionaires that are in this world, you know, people ask like, oh yeah, man, you know, this Apple dude, or some prime investors, you know, you always congrats on those ones that, you know, like, oh man, you're like a multi-millionaire, congrats. But they don't tell you on how many companies that failed before they became who they are now. There's this one guy that I always watch, you know, not lifting up, but it's a boost your getting excited about something, or boosting imagination and whatnot. So, you know, I watch that stuff on YouTube, because I can put that in real life, on where, since I own my own business, I have to I have to wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to do a bunch of stuff. And if I don't do it, I have to be guilty consciously, because I didn't do the best that I could do for that day. And learning from Pokemon a little bit on where not everything is going to work out exactly what you want. You know, like submitting, bidding. I just put 58 cards that I have graded. I put on PWCC, and you know, I'm gonna put that up for auction because, you know, I've invested. I don't know if you want to skip or fast forward. You want to watch this whole thing. I've done close to 10 grand of my own money that I saved from, and also having a business too, and putting money into there. And so, you know, a lot of people are going to be harping on me like, oh man, you just did this for an investment and you're not true to what you say you are about, you know, for the people, by the people, because of the people situation. And, you know, you do things out of love, you know, that you like to do. Sometimes it's rewarding. Sometimes in a sense, you need to get reimbursed or get your money out of it. And I'm not, you know, I don't want to classify myself as a scalper. I believe that's what they call themselves, which I believe I am, but I don't want to classify me and my channel as a scalper, because that's just not what I want to be classified. But it is what it is. In a sense, I am a scalper on where I buy low, sell high, and do investing and flipping it, versus what other people do is they buy it and they play the Pokemon. They play the true game and they love it and they keep it, and they don't grade their cards, or if they do, they grade it and they don't sell it, type of thing. On where a lot of people, they do what I do, or I do what they do, however you want to say it, because, you know, this is not a first thing, you know, of, oh yeah, you know, I'm the first one that does this, blah blah blah. But yeah, man, that's, I'm just talking. I'll tell you, I'm just talking. So we're just blowing. I'm just gonna chop this up a little bit until I get a good card, stuff like that. Like I said, this is my last video. I'm gonna see if I have other videos before it. The day is 4/27/2021. But yeah, no, I've been focusing a lot more on my business. Even though it's myself and my brother, you know, he's been helping me as much as possible, even being annoying sometimes. But sometimes you have to be annoying just to get stuff done. Sometimes, you know, me being 24, sometimes I don't want to talk to people. And what I mean by that is sometimes people are an a-hole. And me being the company's face, I have to deal with that. And if I mess up one way, that's on me. That's on no one else. And it's kind of hard on, you know, oh yeah, you know, I screwed up, it's going to be fixed. Well, if I screw up, that's going to be a couple $100, a couple $1,000, a couple tens of thousands of dollars, depending on, you know, what it is. And so I don't know if you want to call this as a life lesson oriented video. I'm trying to not make it, but I'm just telling you what I've learned in the Pokemon, even though it's Pokemon, it's straight Pokemon. Oh, there's a chance on the back. That's disturbing. Or beetle. Well, you know, if you guys do stick around, still be subbed. And I do appreciate 50 people as of today. There's 50 people that are subbed. And man, I was so hesitant on doing this, but I was so anxious on to do it because I've done YouTube twice before. Believe it or not, I did my YouTube, different other YouTube channels back in the day. I want to say originally when Black Ops 3 came out, I was still in the oil field, and I was doing Black Ops editing by myself. I had, you know, a gaming computer that's like now 9-10 years old, something like that. And so yeah, no, did my own editing there and whatnot. And then, you know, I became employed with a bigger job down in the oil field, and so I had an editor that helped me edit my videos. And then, right when I told them, hey, I'm cutting my ties right there, I think I only had like 20 something subs, and it's over a year. And like, I had no views, I had anything, because other people were better than me, and other people would watch other people because they're better than me, and they're really, really cool to watch. They had more of an of their own little spice, or is it called their nick? No, it's like their own little way of how they do things. And that really never caught on, so I did that. And then I have done I think it was another one that I tried to do a little bit, and it failed. It's totally fine. A lot of things are going to fail right before you succeed, but it's the knowledge that you get and you gather on where the next step you do succeed, because you have that knowledge of what you did wrong, now how to better yourself. And so this is a prime example of, I don't say that this is a failure, because at what point do you classify yourself as a failure? I had very low expectations. I wanted more, but realistically, I didn't. I wanted 1,000 subs in 1 month, which is virtually impossible unless you know the algorithm, and if you know a person that's over 1 million subs, which you can get 1,000 in 1 day. You can look at other content creators that do this for a living, that their friend, they're introducing their friend into this, and they make a YouTube channel, and like 1 day it's 20,000 subs, which I don't know. I'm hitting stuff. I'm so sorry. It's just this angle is kind of wonky. I think I'm probably repeating a lot of the stuff that I already said to you guys, but it's something to always to relate to and talk about. But yeah, Pokemon. Where I think it's gonna go. Let's just talk about that. From me doing this for a little bit and me doing my own research, blah blah blah. I think Pokemon is in a weird sense right now, like everyone says. Pokemon is Pokemon in a bubble? Is Pokemon doing this, doing that, doing whatever? Honestly, I don't even know, because I don't do anything. I just do Pokemon. I think from the original Logan Paul on how he did his, that's pretty cool, or Beetle, on how he did the first time ago, the booster boxes for the first edition, stuff like that. I think that was really good for Pokemon on bringing it back to life. I'm not saying that it was dead, but it added a lot of new people to the hobby and creating memories and that way. Because, Pokemon is so old, on where, the people that originally grew up with Pokemon, they're like 40 something now. I'm probably, no, it was what, 96, 97, maybe 27, 28. So, they're getting into the phase of their own life, and, some people have to grow up, stuff like that. So, it brought a lot of new attention to Pokemon, a lot of new young viewers, collectors into this, on where it needed to be. It needed to have some fresh people to bring this back to life a little bit more than it was. So, and then where I think it's gonna go, I think it's still going to continue. I think Pokemon's gonna thrive still. I think Pokemon's not going to go anywhere. I think a lot of the prices are going to come down, because a lot of the stuff is overhyped. Like, I saw the Charizards are coming down. I saw the Vivid Voltage stuff is coming down. on where one of my original videos, it was the build and battle packs for the Vivid Voltage. I got a Charizard. I didn't even know what it was until literally 4 months later, and I saw the price, and the price was for a PSA 10, $4,000. I had 7 of those, so to speak. No, I think I had 4. And so I was like, man. And then I submitted it, and it took 4 months just to get back to me. And at that time, that same card was selling for $700. And so that card was hyped up a lot because it was kind of rare, because you had to do the build and battle packs only and whatnot. So I have all those on PWC AA. I have it under private listing. You know, I don't want anyone to look at, you know, that. It's kind of a privacy thing, but, you know, I don't want it to like, oh man, you know, you only spent this much money and you want this much money and you're scamming other people, blah, 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 blah. You know, I do it as the market on eBay and what previously sold for, stuff like that. So I believe this is one of my longest videos I ever had. Sorry about that. That was work at 6:06. You know, I'm just gonna go past, go look at that. I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, actually, I made this table. What was that one? Those two, really? No. What am I going to do with my Pokemon cards? I am going to send them when it's available to me. I'm going to give a lot of these to halfway homes. The Pithenage, I believe that's for you know, children that don't have a mother or father. Believe it or not, it is very sad. Pythian homes. There, that's what it is. And also homes on where I don't know if I can say this because of the terms of YouTube. When I want to say child services, I think that's a better term. You know, I'm just gonna give them my cards because, you know, some people don't have the you know, the cards to go through this or whatnot. Yes, they're gonna get like these normal cards. They're not gonna have anything shiny because, you know, that's on like the full art, because that's what, you know, that's what I go for, is that. But if they, you know, if they get joy out of it, why not? You know, why not? So here's this. Now, probably one thing, do you regret doing this? Yes and no. Yes, because it's 10 grand. Now, what does entail 10 grand? 10 grand puts in buying the packs, opening the packs, buying other stuff, you know, for the channel, like an arm or microphone stuff that I had set up, you know, this mat and stuff, Pokemon cards, submitting it to a PSA, and you know, getting something back. I'm kind of worried about, you know, 10,000. 10,000 is a lot of money on where, you know, some of these stuff, like the Vivid Voltage. I told you guys that I was going to do a big thing about the Vivid Voltage, that the big box that I bought on eBay. When it was super big, it, for 4 boxes, no, 6, how much comes in a case? What, 6? Something like that. I bought it for $1,000 for 6 booster boxes from the original big box that you can buy, you know, that has the seal and everything like that. And like, no one can really spend that kind of money that don't have a income, which, you know, I'm still good right now. But, you know, selling these Pokemon cards will help, yes. But, you know, in my eyes, you know, there's always an investment of things. If you don't see a very big investment, don't sink your money into it. Like, there's this guy that I watch, His name is Giant Waffle. I know he doesn't do Pokemon, but maybe you guys seen him on Twitch and whatnot. But he said when the big craze about GME and some other things, he said, a person said, hey, what do you think this is going to go up to? He said $1,000. Giant Waffle said 1,000. It didn't go to 1,000. It actually went down. And so he said, before you do anything, let's say you're going to invest $500. You have to know yourself that $500 may go away. You might lose $500. And step back and soak that in. On one day, your $500 could vanish. And that stock could go down to pennies of what it was worth. And he said, you have to live by that. You have to honestly think that I might lose $500 like this. And me knowing now, I would not have done this. But I'm glad that I did, because I learned more than what I put into this. And I'm possibly getting, some money out of it, which is totally fine. Because another guy said in his time at, in his channel at the time, he said, man, I really want to put $2,000 on there because I really need the money. And if you're saying that it's going to increase, he said, don't do anything but what I do. Would I do something, do the opposite. So he said, I put $2,000 into GME. And he told his viewers, don't do that. Because the reason why is because I can swallow that. I can take out of my day, and if I lose $2,000, it's not going to affect my life of me paying my bills or anything like that. And that's the truth. In stock and anything like that, if you're investing in Pokemon or not, or your simple life, make sure if you're going to do die-hard situation like this, I was going into this like big time. I was about to say the other word, but you can't because and so you have to do full commitment to this. If not, it's going to show a little bit. And you're like halfway into it, you're like, man, I'm going to sell all my stuff, because I did. On where, you have to do a full commitment before you do it, which I did not do. Now I was buying Pokemon left and right before, the whole thing happened, and I was buying everything. I was, showing the family that I live with, man, all this profit, whatnot. It was an immense of like, man, this is really, really good, but you don't look on how that person might just do this for the fun. He might have daddy's money on where he, he can afford to do it because there's no consequences, because his mother or father, or let's say, that person's making $100,000. He can afford spending $2-3 grand every 2 weeks on Pokemon cards. In a sense, that's really cool, But that's my thing. Going to the the last pack. To sum it all up, this is going to be like 25-minute video. I'm sweating in here. To sum it up, man, I don't know if I can sum it up like that. To sum it up, my name is Johnny BG. This is my channel. I've invested into Pokemon selfishly, thinking that I could win $1 million. I'm not, realistically. I'm getting some of my money back. But it made me more of a aware man, gentleman, whoever your thing's persona, or whatever it's called, of me. Oh, sorry. I've been stacking up boxes over here, so I just cleared it off real quick. And don't take things for granted. Take almost of everything as an investment from this. Don't put it on your personal life and do it like that. But take risk, but take it enough on where it won't jeopardize you. I guess I'll sign it off. My name is Johnny BG. Welcome to my channel. This is my channel. You guys have a good day. In my few words, I'll see you in the next one.